Hi there, I'm Paula.
Hi, I'm Christian, and if you want to create amazing user stories, here we have 7 practical tips for you.
The very first thing you should think about when writing user stories is, who am I writing this for? Hopefully you are working with personas. Those should be based on user research and not on assumptions. Both your team and yourself should very well know this persona and understand her motivators. By the end of the day, the important question is this what my persona really wants?
Whenever you have a complicated user story, you can always opt for a visual representation, so don't write a novel just to explain a function. If you have the feeling this is not possible, just speak with your dev team and they will help you with that. Also, you can split the story. You can use the 3 amigos method, it's really amazing for that.
For complex software products, you have to deal with the fact that you are receiving data from many different channels. This data is also very different. We have numbers, names, emails, passwords, and dates. To best manage all this data, you should ask yourself the following questions. Which data is mandatory and which is optional? Are the fields also mandatory or optional? Do fields have a length limit? Do password strength need to be verified? Or emails confirmed? Are dates in the future or in the past allowed? Are these dates exclusive or inclusive? These are just some examples from our experience, but depending on your product, you should think about your own questions. And I can really recommend you from past experience that you really want to think about it, otherwise you'll see yourself refining and refining for ages.
The acceptance criteria should include all the information for the developers to implement the story. They should be written in a straightforward way and include, of course, always a verb. They should include only business information and not technical jargon. Also, they should be written as a checklist for the testing team.
You probably heard beauty is on the inside, but appearance does matter. It actually has to do to the way our brain processes information. It is very related to how information is displayed. So please, when writing user stories, think about separating the information into blocks. If possible, start with the story itself, continue with the acceptance criteria, and then the technical hints, if any. Use numbers, as this helps for the discussion in team. Think about highlighting specific words if you think those might be important, and please avoid using abbreviations. Those are generally confusing for some of your team members and don't help for the discussion.
I really love checklists. They help me not to forget anything in my user stories. Whenever I forget something often during the projects, I just add it to the list. So I make them really live during the projects and they're really helpful.
Refinements are one of the most important meetings within the Scrum framework. Why is it that? They serve for mission, communication, transparency, and bringing your team on board. And then try to set these meetings as a discussion and engage the developers to challenge your stories. It's about whether they are understandable or not, and whether they fulfill their purpose or not. So the more feedback you get, the better.